Troops of Operation Lafia Dole rescue 54 women and children from Boko Haram. Minister of Transportation Rotimi Amechi directs the Nigerian Railway Corporation to carry out a fast audit of properties to be affected by the construction of a upper section of the Ibadan Rail project. Plus, Canadian investors show interest in the upcoming edition of Nigeria-Canada Investment Summit. Hello and welcome to Monday's edition of Panorama. I'm Rhoda Anonam. Thank you for joining us. We'll begin Panorama today on a very cheering note as the victim of alleged drug offences who was released by Saudi authorities 2 weeks ago arrived at the Aminu Kano International Airport about an hour ago. Zainab Aliyu was received on arrival by her parents, relations and government officials. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo has inaugurated the Ningi-Bura Local Electrification Project in Ningi Local Government Area of Bauchi State. Mahmoud Ibn Muhammad reports that the project is one of the numerous projects of Governor Muhammad Abubakar.
To commemorate the official commissioning of the electrification and rehabilitation of 22 communities in Ningi local government area of Bauchi State.
2 communities now connected to the national grid within a stretch of over 100 kilometers between Ningi and Bura. The over 580 million naira power project by the administration of Governor Muhammad Abubakar is a dream come true to the benefiting communities.
Bura electrification project, just as we've heard, is a very important project. But the federal government is also committed, and you know that President Muhammadu Buhari's heart is here in this state and in this zone, and we want to make sure that we provide as many facilities as possible here in Bauchi State.
This project was conceived under very, very heavy pressure from the current member-elect House of Representatives. He still is a member of the Bauchi State House of Assembly. He gave me sleepless nights because he made it very, very clear to me that Ningi Emirate has inadvertently been left out, that there must be one major project or the other.
While in Bauchi, Vice President Yemi Osinbajo also inspected some skills acquisition centers under the federal government social investment program. In Bauchi, Mahmoud Ibn Muhammad, NTA News.
Now, the Department of State Services, DSS, says it is not aware of any memo that purportedly indicted the chairman of the Presidential Election Tribunal, Justice Zainab Bukachua, for bribery and corruption. The service in a statement explained that the memo only exists in the imagination of the writers and should be roundly disregarded by the reading public. DSS spokesperson Peter Afunaya said the service has launched a detailed investigation into the controversies surrounding the said newspaper publication. The DSS, he said, wishes to be left out of the maneuvers of politicians who should ordinarily abide by the rule of law and respect the entire process of electoral litigations regarding activities of the tribunal. Now, Minister of Transportation Rotimi Amechi has directed the Nigerian Railway Corporation to carry out a fast audit of properties to be affected by the construction of a Papa section of the Lagos-Ibadan rail project. The minister, who gave the directive while on an inspection tour, said challenges along the Lagos corridor is delaying the speedy completion of the work, unlike the Ibadan axis. Oinaya Kaluoka tells us more.
It was an interesting inspection that had a little bit of drama and intrigues, as the Minister of Transportation Rotimi Amechi had many stops to get first-hand information. At the Apapa corridor of the Lagos-Ibadan rail project, some tenants who claimed to have paid the Nigerian Railway Corporation had receipts of 2015.
This land is created by Nigerian Railway Property.
No, they are to go. There's no argument about that. Maybe it's on just are you a staff? No. Is your husband a staff?
How do you get access to railway property without railway? And they say they pay them to railway property.
Where's your receipt?
This is 2015.
The minister directed that NRC should carry out quick audit of property in order to identify the status of ownership.
I've almost cleared those distances, so we believe that by June, construction from Iju to Apapa will commence at a faster speed.
Because these interferences have the penchant for delaying the projects. But the Honourable Minister clearly understands all these challenges and is providing us with guidance.
Inspection was also carried out at the Ogun State section of the rail project, where mega stations are being constructed.
So we think it's like this all over Nigeria, and I think people will be happy.
Of our effort to bring railway development issues to generate revenue.
The minister said due to some obstructions, work from a Butemeta to a Papa section of the project is not up to 10%, unlike the Ibadan section that is 70% completed. Oyinaya Kaloka, NTN News.
Meanwhile, the federal government says it is poised to move the nation's economy away from resource-based to knowledge-based economy driven by scientific innovations and technological values. Minister of Science and Technology Dr. Bunaya Onu said this while inaugurating projects across the research centers in Bauchi and Plateau states. Ijoma Ozoimena reports.
The National Space Research and Development Agency, NASDA, the umbrella body for space program, was established in May 1999 to pursue the development and application of space science technology for socio-economic benefit of the country. The inauguration of projects at the Toro Bauchi State Center for Geodesy and Geodynamics is key towards seismic hazards, monitoring and mitigating of earth tremors, as well as having a conducive working environment. In Plateau State, to cover remote sensing programs and researches for sustainable development, an e-library and auditorium was inaugurated at the Just Eat Remote Sensing Center. Also, in effort to make construction affordable, a post-lana plant and skill acquisition center were inaugurated in Bokos.
But Nigeria has the intention not only to build satellites in Nigeria, but also to launch satellites in Nigeria. And we also believe that we will have not just one Nigerian, we are going to have Nigerians in space. And it is this space agency that will do it.
The projects are geared towards the realization of federal government policy on sustainable development. The inauguration therefore is seen as laudable steps by the federal government to enhance research for science and technology. In Jos, Ijoma Ozemina, NTA News.
Now, the federal government says it is working hard to address the security challenges bedeviling the country. A statement by Femi Adesina, Specialist Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, highlighted some of the security initiatives taken between January and now. They included Operation Pof Ada, Nigerian Police, Operation Harbin Kunama 3, Nigerian Army, and Exercise Egweke 3, Nigerian Army, have all been launched in 2019 to complement the existing Operation Sharin Daji, launched in 2016 by the Nigerian Army, and Diran Bekia, launched in 2018 by the Nigerian Air Force. All of these operations are focused on tackling banditry and criminality in the northwest of Nigeria. The statement says it is constitutional duty and responsibility of government to safeguard lives and property, adding that the Buhari administration remains committed to this, and despite the recent spikes in the space of crime and criminality, the evildoers will be bitten and badly too. Now, troops of Operation Lafia Dole, in collaboration with local vigilantes on clearance operations, have rescued 54 women and children from Boko Haram terrorist camps in Malashua and Yagamunye local government villages in Borno State. A statement by the Acting Director, Army Public Relations, Kone Sagir Musa, indicates that the terrorists fled, citing the troops similarly at Zari, Kasake, and Jumachere villages in Damask. Mobar local government troops destroyed 2 vehicles and a terrorist camp. In another development, a police sergeant has been arrested at a checkpoint along Maiduguri Damaturu Road in possession of 2 magazines, 146 rounds of 7.6 mm special ammunition, and 1 round of anti-aircraft gun concealed in a bag. Now, if you've just joined us, you're watching Panorama. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, we have more stories, so stay with us.
The struggle for independence had been a long and tough one. Our founding fathers and compatriots sacrificed their comfort and even shed their blood. We cannot at this point in history afford to spirit away their sacrifices for immediate but temporary gains of today. Let us emphasize what unites and not what divides us. Working for the unity of purpose with a stronger vision for a better tomorrow. NTA, growing with the nation.
Together, no matter where you come from, no matter your religion, we are one. Let's live together. Let's stop fighting each other. Let us live as one. It doesn't matter where you come from, your tribe or religion, man, woman or child. It doesn't matter who you are. Put Nigeria first. No matter where you come from, no matter your religion, we are one. Let's live together. How can we develop when we're always in crisis? Families have become refugees in their country. No matter our differences, show some understanding. No matter where you come from, no matter your religion, we are one. Let's live together.
Nigeria, the only country we can train with remarkable potentials to excel. Let us believe in ourselves and change our attitude for the sake of our country and generations unborn. Let us revive our cultural values, which are our essence as a nation. Let us renew the spirit of patriotism and hope in our dear country. Do not take or give bribe. Be punctual always. No more African time. We can't expect to be global citizens and operate on African time. Join the queue. Insist that people are attended to on a first-come basis, no matter who they are or where they come from.
Nigeria, good people, great nation.
Welcome back. Kano State government says it will now use traditional institutions more in the implementation of policies and programs to ensure accelerated development at the grassroots. Governor Abdullahi Ganduje made this known at a meeting with newly appointed emirs and subjects of the recently created emirates in the state. Abdullahi Mustafa has the report.
The indoor sports hall of the Sani Abacha Stadium was full to the brim. Hundreds of jubilants from the 4 newly created emirates converged to say thank you to Kano State government and celebrate the new development in their communities. Addressing the cheering crowd, Governor Abdullahi Umar Ganduje identified the quest for accelerated development in the sectors of education, agriculture, health and security as the ultimate objective of creating the new emirates.
I appeal to the new traditional rulers to ensure that all school-age children must go to the school.
He enjoined people of the respective emirates to support and cooperate with their royal fathers. The new emirs, Tafid Abubakar Ila of Rano, Ibrahim Abubakar of Karai, Ibrahim Abdul Qadir of Gaya, and Aminu Ado Bayero of Bichi, who were already presented with their letters of appointment, expressed gratitude to Governor Ganduje and assured of commitment towards supporting government's programs and initiatives. With the amendment of Kano State Emir's appointment and deposition law, the state now has 5 emirates, with Emir of Kano Muhammad Sanusi II as chairman, Council of Traditional Rulers. In Kano, Abdullahi Mustafa, NTA News.
The Northern Governors' Wives Forum has donated relief materials to over 2,000 internally displaced persons in Zamfara State. Haliru Muhammad Umar reports that the beneficiaries, mostly women and children, were victims of attacks by armed bandits on various communities in the state.
The incessant security challenges bedeviling Zamfara State has in the last few years rendered thousands of people, mostly women and children, homeless, who are currently taking refuge in various camps. This